Hi again, it's me.
19 NBA Finals still very stands out to me as one of the best. I like Carousel. There. That's weird. But why am I talking about the NBA? I made it very clear that I'm an NHL fan, but who gives a fuck? I need views and I want subscribers, and the NBA is one of the most popular sports. So we're going to talk about the NBA right now. As the only finals one I really recall remembering is just 2019 because it's the fucking Raptors and the Golden State Warriors dynasty. So we're just going to be talking about both respective ones. The Golden State Warriors dynasty, we'll start with first. Because why the fuck not? Warriors dynasty is one of the more iconic things in basketball. Like, you know the Golden State Warriors dynasty, when they ran the late 2010s, going to the finals every single year. Me and LeBron are like 15. So this is actually round touching. 15, 16, 17. Four of those NBA finals, and me and the Raptors again. Only thing they failed to do was three-peat, two times, not three times. But yeah, they picked up many buyers out in the way, like Kevin Durant. And in that, it's really much just the finals. Sorry about it, I had to remember my script. But in 2015, they were known as a lucky shot. If Cleveland stayed healthy, they probably would have never even got a shot winning the NBA Finals. But Steph Curry and the whole team said otherwise. They were going to show everyone that that wasn't just a lucky run, and prove to the whole world how they were actually a fucking dynasty. And man, did they well prove it. Winning, no, not 16, 15, 17, three chips in 5 finals by losing to Cleveland and Toronto. And Toronto will start right now. In Toronto, around the same amount of time, they had DeMar DeRozan and Kyle Lowry, a very, very iconic duo, according to Raptors fans. How am I talking about this? Anyway, this duo was known as probably one of the best in Raptors history. They had the greatest player of Raptors history, Kyle Lowry, and they had the greatest player of Raptors history at the time, DeMar DeRozan. Now these two were really up in the mix. They kept on running to the same opponent in the playoffs, not the finals, in the playoffs. First time they met, LeBron James, who they met in the conference finals, Eastern Conference Finals, before being demolished. In 6, they tried their best in games 3 and 4 at Cleveland, but ultimately failed. Then they tried their luck again, but got swept in the other rounds. I forgot which rounds they were. But other than that, it really came to a turn. It really came to determine that Usai Ujiri decides that enough is enough. So he decided to trade DeMar DeRozan, Jakob Pearl, and a future first-round pick to the San Antonio Spurs for Kawhi Leonard and Danny Green. And this is where it all starts for Toronto. As well as for Golden State, they're coming into a tad bit of issues. Kevin Durant is on an expiring contract, and that's the same issue with the Raptors. Kawhi Leonard is on an expiring contract and looks no interest in resigning Toronto. So, Usai Ujiri was putting his absolute job on the line in order to bring a chip to Toronto. And the whole question is, can he really lead a whole Toronto team past the Eastern Conference Finals? Now, obviously, the Raptors settled for 58 wins. I forgot what Golden State got. Pretty sure it was like 73 or something. Actually, I think it's the wrong year. I don't remember what they got, 50 something probably. But they're also going to try their best to battle. The Raptors met Orlando in the first round, beat them in 5 pretty easily. I don't really remember who the Golden State Warriors met. But other than that, we're just going to talk Toronto's playoff run because I don't really remember Golden State's that much. Give me. Well, as Toronto in the second round, they met the Philadelphia 76ers. Now, Philadelphia, nobody wanted to beat this team. Nobody did. And I mean nobody wanted to go against the prime Ben Simmons, Jimmy Butler, and Joel Embiid. Pretty so I know I want to meet them. But that did not stop them. They went all the way to a game 7, and Kawhi Leonard threw the absolute most iconic NBA shot And in Game 7, buzzer beater.
You got to be aware of the inbounder here if you're Philly.
It's off to Leonard, defended by Simmons. Is this the dagger? Game! Series! Toronto has won!
Pretty sure one of the first ones, or few that happened in NBA history. Then in the third round, they met the Buccaneers. They met the Milwaukee Bucks. Now what did they do against these Milwaukee Bucks? They were down 2-0. Understandable. Until Kawhi Leonard demanded to guard Giannis, and that decision won the 4 straight games in a row, and this one iconic moment.
He has Giannis behind him, gets to Leonard. He stopped a facial by Kawhi Leonard.
So alas, they finally see themselves go to the NBA Finals for the first time in their franchise history. But now came the one more problem: the Golden State Warriors dynasty. And a half. 3/4. They didn't have Kevin Durant. He was out for injury in the second round. I believe he got injured. I don't really quite remember. So as these two were going to cement themselves, one tried winning the first ever chip in their whole franchise history, and the other wanted to still keep a dynasty going. But what happened? Speaking of Game 2, the Raptors were very motivated after Game 1 to continue producing until the second half of the game started and Golden State took over until Klay Thompson got injured and Kawhi Leonard started becoming a beast. But they still hold on miraculously and win Game 2. And the series tied 1-1. Now as for Game 3, the Warriors found themselves shitting their pants because Klay Thompson is out for injury, Kevin Durant is out. Actually, that's a fucking lie. They still have Steph Curry. Even after doing a monster performance, ninth most points in NBA Finals or NBA playoffs, I forgot, 47 points. Kawhi Leonard still showed he's a monster as well by scoring 30. And Toronto stays alive, going up 2-1. What am I doing, man? Alright, so either way, when Game 4 started, I think it's Game 4, I forgot. When Game 4 started, we saw Kawhi Leonard play like fucking prime Michael Jordan. It was fucking amazing, man. He was scoring point after point after point. I think he scored like 36 or 37 points. I forgot. And we were just seeing him become a monster. And he was putting Golden State's whole dynasty on the line, as they were up 3-1 now. But Kevin Durant was about to make his appearance. Finally, Game 6. The dynasty is gonna come back. Kevin Durant is back. He goes on fire. He gets 11 points, and he looks hot. It looked like they were about to do the same thing Cleveland did to them in 2016. Come back 3-1. It was looking perfect. Everything was looking great until he tore his right Achilles. I think it was his right. I forget. He tore his Achilles, putting everything in jeopardy. But Golden State still stays alive, forcing Game 6. So he tore his right Achilles. So sad. Oh, right. I'll look at my script a little bit. And with a few minutes left in the game with Golden State up by 1, Kyle Lowry gets a beauty shot, but Draymond gets a piece of it. And now it's going to Game 6. 3 Toronto, 2 Golden State. Game 6, we see many things happen in this game. First, we see Klay Thompson becoming a monster. Then he gets injured, tears his right Achilles, and about to go to the locker room. But then he makes a whole 180, turns back, throws in through 2 free throws as he returns to the locker room. And then we wouldn't see him for another 2 years, I think, because he tore his ACL, I think. But that wouldn't stop there. With Toronto up 101 and Golden State up 110, they had 9 seconds left in the game. And they had to beat this one play in order to force Game 7. So Iguodala throws it to Draymond Green, that's what I call him, Danny Green, and Draymond Green passes it to Steph Curry. Steph Curry throws the floater. The dynasty is on the line. Game 7's right there. It's almost there. He misses. The dynasty is over, as Kawhi Leonard will make 2 free throws. Then he gets technical fouled again, makes another 2 free throws, ending everything. The dynasty's in shambles. Toronto wins their first ever championship. The end of a dynasty and the first championship for Toronto. The end. Or so we thought for the end of the dynasty because they won 2022, but nobody remembers that.